Andrew, you make your case, as you usually do, on your website in a report as well as a video today. But give us the sort of 30-second version here of why you think Shopify is not worth what the market is valuing the company at.
So the market's valuing Shopify as a provider of e-commerce solutions to small and medium-sized businesses. So right there, it just sounds innocuous. It's fine enough. But let's put it this way. Shopify says they have 500,000 customers, websites. Of the 500,000, we know 2,500 are Shopify Plus, which are big merchants probably really enjoying the Shopify platform, to give them credit. And let's just say another 25,000 is Shopify Advanced. What this story is about is who is the other 470,000 Shopify users. And that is what has never been discussed on Wall Street beforehand. And as I show and I prove, these are people who have bought into become a millionaire at home, get rich quick, and promises that completely violate every FTC rule imaginable. As it's all in the report, the correlations and the parallels to Herbalife. It's amazing that this has gone on.
So when you talk about these FTC rules that they're violating, what specifically, because you allege illegality in your report, what law is the company breaking with its practices, allegedly?
Oh, God. First of all, they're violating the Business Opportunities Act. Because they're selling business opportunities. They're not providing websites to stores. They're telling people you can be an entrepreneur. Second of all, is they're making claims that they can't back up. Not just, amazing. With Herbalife, they had distributors that were making bold claims. With Shopify, on the Shopify website itself, are you ready to be a millionaire? How many millionaires were created today? A sample resignation letter to give to your boss once you make enough money on Shopify to quit. Just amazing that this would be an $11 billion company. Those are all FTC violations. And lastly, Shopify is able to support this business through what they call their partner program. And these partners are bloggers, influencers, and they are compensated by Shopify, and it's not disclosed anywhere. And that also is a major FTC violation. So it's not just one, it's many.
So let's take that last point first, because I spoke to an analyst today who likened that practice to a practice of a lot of sort of online retail companies or companies that are trying to sell a product and have various spokespeople who are celebrities, who are posting on Instagram and what have you, who don't necessarily disclose their financial relationship. How is this different from something like that?
You have to disclose you have to. The FTC has very clear rules about bloggers, about Instagrammers. So it's very clear. And also, it's funny. If a celebrity goes on and says, I endorse this line of clothing or shoes, and they don't disclose it on the bottom, even though they should and they're required to, you could say, what's the harm involved? When a blogger writes how they just made $10,000 sitting at home, and it's not true whatsoever, and you don't know that they're being compensated by the company, yeah, there's a big problem there. So for this analyst to say, well, other people are breaking the law, they can break the law, that means nothing. And he hasn't given an example, or whoever the analyst is.
What about disclosure then? What if the company does disclose these relationships? What if the company removes this language you're talking about on the website? As you yourself say, it has 2,500 core customers that maybe account for the biggest chunk of its revenue, because about half of its revenue, after all, comes from a percentage of what its customers sell. So there's real stuff being sold here.
We're not out of 500,000 customers. Forget about 2,500. Forget about 25,000. Let's say they have 50,000. Let's say they have 100,000. You're looking at a company that's trading at over 20 times sales. I mean, after Snapchat, this is the most expensive stock on that per revenue basis. On the market, if I took this stock and just gave it the same multiple that a Salesforce, a Workday, a ServiceNow, these are top of the line SaaS companies, the best of the best, those three. This stock gets cut in half, Shopify. So we're not talking about a cheap, don't forget, when people complained about Herbalife, I think it was an $8 billion company doing like $500 million in net income or something like that. This is an $11 billion company that loses money trading at over 20 times sales that also is marketing illegally.
Okay. Another difference with Herbalife, I would say, is that this company is not, I mean, these people are not selling Shopify products, right? They still have to come up with their own business plan. They have to
No,
sell
as a matter of fact, no. Shopify actually, and this is in the report, Shopify, you can make money on Shopify by just referring people to Shopify. And that's affiliate marketing. So it's not multi-level marketing, it's affiliate marketing. You can also make money on Shopify by writing blogs about Shopify. So there's many different ways. The only thing that's different than, let's say, an Herbalife is you're not selling their own products.
But if you look at their
Shopify
revenue statement, most of their revenue is not coming from, you know, in other words, how much are they paying out to these people?
Well, this is even better. I mean, which is even crazier. So 50% of their revenue is subscription fees. And let's say the other 50% is merchant services. And a real pure SaaS company, like the ones I mentioned, the Workday, ServiceNows of the world, you're looking at 85% subscription revenue. So right there, it shouldn't even be in the same league with those people at all. And it's still trading at over 20 times sales. So it's ridiculous.
So lastly, you say that this company should be worth about half of what it's worth right now. Presumably.
No, and that's on a good day.
Gotcha.
That's half without anything from the FTC. And that's half with them not adjusting their business whatsoever.
Okay, so let me ask.
That's half today.
Let me ask you, if I can, about your positioning then. Did you short this going into you coming out with this report? And at what point then do you close out the short? I mean, the stock is down sharply today.
Oh, the stock has so much more to go. I'm still short the stock, and I'll stay short the stock. And you know, every analyst can come out. I don't care if they defend it or what you're going to say. The stock it's expensive, it's illegal. They have heavy competition. There's a finite amount of TAM to it. So this has got a lot more way to go on the downside.